Here's the man who positively impacts millions of people every day, and he's beaming love your way right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Santisi.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Beyond Your Body podcast. I'm Paul Santisi, your guide to exploring the fascinating realms beyond physical reality. Whether it's astral projection, lucid dreaming, or mastering the art of your mind, this is the podcast to help you unlock your limitless potential. In today's episode, we're combining two life-changing practices, lucid dreaming and astral projection. You'll discover how these experiences are connected, the benefits they bring, and how anyone can master them with the right tools and techniques. Plus, I'll answer your questions, I'll share some incredible listener stories, and we'll explore the rich history of these practices and provide you tips and tricks for getting started. So, whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned traveler of the mind, stay tuned and let's get ready to fly. Let's dive in together. Let's dig into some curiosity and see what's possible beyond the limits of the physical world. Now, lucid dreaming is one of my favorite things to do down here on Earth. The gateway to conscious exploration, lucid dreaming is the ability to become aware that you're dreaming while still in the dream state. Basically, it means you continue to have full conscious awareness in knowing that you are also dreaming. Think of it as a playground for your mind where you can explore, create, and even practice skills in a safe environment. Now, why does lucid dream matter? Lucid dreams allow you to face fears, to gain insights, and to explore your subconscious mind. Trust me, it's an amazing place to explore. There's creative potential. Writers, artists, and inventors have all used lucid dreaming for inspiration. And also, something that's not often talked about is lucid dreaming is terrific for skill building. And there's studies out there that show that this practice can provide physical and mental tasks in lucid dreaming that you can do in the dream state to improve your real life performance. Now, I bet most of you have never even thought of these benefits before when it comes to lucid dreaming. I'm telling you, lucid dreaming is awesome. And I'll share with you this story. I'll never forget the first time that I consciously entered into a lucid dream. It was a game changer for me, not just in the dream world, but in my waking life as well. Let me tell you how it happened. Now, I've always had intense dreams. And about 30 years ago now, I started experimenting with techniques that I read about. And yes, this was before the internet, when you had to think about what you wanted to learn and then do something crazy, and that was go to a library and find a book. Now, the first thing I committed to was keeping notes, writing things down. And every morning, I would jot down anything I could remember. Snippets of conversations, strange landscapes, even the emotions I felt. And at first, the entries seemed random, like pieces of a puzzle. They didn't make much sense. But after a couple of weeks, I noticed reoccurring themes. Doors, light bulbs flickering, people, whether I could fly or not. And oddly enough, that I kept seeing other versions of myself, and I would try to run after them, meaning myself, to talk to them, but the other versions of me would always run away from me, right? And then I noticed that I would actually wake up in the dream and still be lucid dreaming. And that's when I decided to start doing reality checks. every time I thought I woke up, I would look to see if something was out of place, like trying to make a phone call, never seemed to work, eating was difficult. So I knew I was still dreaming, right? So I would shake myself in that dream to wake myself up. And sometimes, even still to this day, I am 5, 6 layers deep in a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. In one of these dreams, I woke up and I'm like, okay, I need to go to Costco's. And for those of you outside the US or don't know what Costco's is, it's just a big store where you can buy things. So in my dream that I thought I was awake, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I drove to Costco's, I filled my carriage, I had milk, I had meats, I had cheeses, I had bread, I stood in line, I scanned my membership card to check out, and as the woman was helping me, I was talking to her like I normally do when I go to the store, and when she scans the milk, it turned green. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm dreaming? I'm like it was so real. It was as if I'm recording this audio to you right now, this podcast. And when she scanned the milk green, I looked at her. I go, I'm dreaming. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the milk's green. She goes, no, it's not. And she looked at me and I looked at her, but I knew that I was dreaming. And then right there and then in the checkout line, I shook myself again. And boom, I was back in my bed. It was all a lucid dream. You see, lucid dreaming changed the way I approached my day and gave me something to think about at night instead of overthinking like we have all done. It taught me the power of awareness, patience, and creativity. Now, through the many lucid dream meditations that I've created and share on YouTube, I've helped hundreds of thousands of others step into this incredible world. Now, trust me, if I can do it, anyone can do it. The dream world is waiting for you. You just have to take the first step. Now, let's connect some dots and talk about lucid dreaming and astral projection. And what's the connection? While they are distinct experiences, lucid dreaming and astral projection, they often overlap, but involve expanding your consciousness beyond the physical. And lucid dreaming can sometimes serve as a bridge to astral travel. And let me ask you this, did you know that these practices have ancient roots? Indigenous cultures, Australian Aborigines is correct, use dream time as a gateway to spiritual dimensions. And in Greek philosophy, Aristotle wrote about lucid dreaming, describing the ability to gain awareness within dreams. And then we fast forward to modern research, and in the 1970s, scientists like Stephen LaBerge demonstrated that lucid dreaming can be consciously controlled through training. So much to talk about. We have just begun to scratch the surface on today's show. When we come back, let's dig into some listener questions. Plus, I will tell you how I use lucid dreaming to astral project with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by PaulSantisiUniverse.com. Treat yourself to some of the best free downloads that you will ever come across. With audios on luck, money, the law of attraction, the mind's eye, and free courses on thoughts and emotions. Paul Santisi gives more free life-changing content than anyone else on the planet. Visit PaulSantisiUniverse.com and download them all right now while they are still free. Now, back to the show.
Okay, and we are back. Now, some questions. First question, I can become lucid, but the dream ends quickly. What can I do to stay aware in the dream? And that's a great question. Now, I want you to focus on dream stability. Okay, those techniques, that's the key. Try spinning in circles or rubbing your hands together within the dream to engage your senses and to ground yourself in the experience. You want to continue to work on becoming more and more aware. Okay? Also for me, Looking down helps me a lot. It also helps me navigate. If I try to look up and look around or notice too much all at once, that will pull me out of that lucid state. And at the end of the day, it's really about testing to see what works for you and do your best to develop that skill. Then, when you find your method, you will gain so much more control that you'll be able to do anything you want. Good question. We have a testimonial here from Lisa. Lisa says, after following your astral lucid dreaming meditation, I stayed lucid for what felt like forever. I flew through the clouds and I even solved a problem I had been stuck on at work. It was life-changing. Fantastic, Lisa. Next question. How do I transition from a lucid dream to astral projection? Great question. Let me just tell you what I do that works incredibly well. Now, once I know that I'm lucid, no matter where I am in the dream, I will use my will to manifest a bed. I get in the bed, then I make the decision to fly. That's when the sensations and the vibration begin to happen. The same as in the conscious state. And then, bam, I shoot out and I am on my way to wherever I want to go. That's what I do. That's what works for me. That's my comfort zone. Try it. Try it yourself next time and keep me posted. We have a comment from Michael. Michael's in Aruba. He said, I used your astral lucid meditation and quickly entered a lucid dream. I saw a door in the middle of the street and I walked through it, and suddenly I found myself in the astral plane. I was flying around and I was exploring vivid landscapes that I never imagined. He said it was profound. Thank you so much. I have no idea how you do what you do in these meditations. All I can say is that they are awesome. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate the kind words. Question number 3. How can I tell the difference between a lucid dream and astral projection? Another great question. Lucid dreams often feel more fluid and dreamlike, running around, exploring new realms, while astral projection has a heightened sense of awareness and clarity, if that makes sense. Both are similar. The honest answer is, the more you experience both, the more you will feel the difference, the more you will know. It's not something you look for, it's something that flows through you. At the end of the day, trust your intuition. The distinction becomes clearer with each experience. All right, great question. And don't go anywhere. When we get back, I will give you a handful of tips and tricks, including one I learned personally from Michael Beckwith. And we'll be right back in a jiffy.
This episode is brought to you by PaulSantisiUniverse.com. Treat yourself to some of the best free downloads that you will ever come across. With audios on luck, money, the mind's eye, and free courses on thoughts and emotions, Paul Santisi gives more free life-changing content than anyone else on the planet. Visit PaulSantisiUniverse.com and download them all, right now, while they are still free. Now back to the show.
Okay, and we're back. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that both lucid dreaming and astral projection are natural abilities within all of us. With practice, with patience, and listening to my guided meditations, you can unlock these incredible experiences and gain profound insights into yourself and the universe. And I want to thank you. Your questions and testimonials, they prove that my guided meditations work, and they work effortlessly. And all you need to do is press play and listen. Head over to YouTube, type in Paul Santisi Lucid Dreams or Paul Santisi Astral Projection, and the whole collection, many meditations will pop up that you can listen to. And I recommend that you listen to them all, and then stick with the ones that resonate best with you. In my meditations are created in a way that no one else can ever match. And believe me, you will feel the difference. They are created with the intention to help us connect to our higher selves, to explore our creativity, and to face life with a renewed confidence. Now, here we go. Let's dive into some high-level tips and tricks. Number one, I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say it over and over again. You want to know why you want to explore lucid dreaming and astral projection. You see, your why is your golden ticket. Without a clear why, all you have is a hope, wonder, and a wish. With a clearly defined why, you are the one writing your script. Remember that. It's all about the why. Number two, you want to prime your mind with intent before sleep. Now, my meditations will do this for you, but if you're trying this on your own, set a clear intention to lucid dream as you're lying in bed, and you might want to repeat affirmations like, I will recognize when I am dreaming, or tonight I will become aware of my dreams. This reinforces your subconscious mind to be alert during the dream state. And you can also visualize yourself becoming aware in the dream, maybe walking through a vivid scenario, a door, a portal, whatever makes you feel good. And number three, Michael Beckwith, you all know him from the movie The Secret and the Agape Spiritual Centers. He shared with me how one of his techniques to enter a lucid dream is to tap on his chest as he focuses on breathing. And he said what that does is he enters a sweet spot between being awake and asleep. And then he knows that he's asleep and his mind is alert. And now he has the full awareness to virtually step into his dreams. Try it and keep me posted in the comments. And then on the next episode, we're diving even deeper into the mind's potential as we continue to explore into the astral world. Thank you for listening. Be sure to listen to the Astral Lucid Guided Meditation on YouTube. Just search Paul Santisi Lucid Dream or Paul Santisi Astral Projection. Then, as soon as this show ends, go visit paulsantisiuniverse.com. That's paulsantisiuniverse.com. Go there, grab all the free downloads on money, energy, luck, thoughts, emotions, the mind's eye, and so much more. Plus, you can also download some courses that I have that retail for $199, and right now they are free. Again, that's paulsantisiuniverse.com. And that's the new home for everything Paul Santisi, so make sure to check it out and grab all the free content while it's still free. Plus, over there, you will find a ton of other free resources, motivational videos, interviews, music, and a whole host of content that's not on YouTube. Whatever you need, whatever you want to improve in your life, all areas, any area of your life, Santisi has you covered. And don't forget to share your experience on social media or in the comments. I love hearing your stories. That's it. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and keep exploring the incredible potential of your mind. This is Paul Santisi signing off from the Beyond Your Body Studios. You know I love ya.